What's up, everyone? Trent here.
Along with Julia.
Welcome back to the channel, and we're checking out the 5th episode of What If Captain Carter fought the Hydra Stomper, playing into that end credit scene in Season 1 where Natasha and Peggy are on the ship and they unveiled the Hydra Stomper with someone in it. Let's check it out. Your girl.
Let's go.
Nice, Peggy.
New friends for.
Nice.
Little trick I picked up in Berlin.
Uh-huh. Watch this.
Where did that move come from?
Oh, that? You know, Moscow. I had a strange childhood.
Nice.
So, Cap, what's the plan?
Widow, let's go for a ride.
I like it.
Nice. I just love how they're taking some of those iconic moments from the Battle of New York.
Hey. Nice hat.
You go high, I go low.
Or we could just punch him a whole lot.
He does have a very punchable
Very
face.
punchable face. Also, I like Wasp being a part of that team
Yeah,
as well.
Wasp being part of that team.
I don't do sequels, normally. What's the point of revisiting the story when there are infinite stories to be told?
I love the shattering.
But then,
I love that it
not
looks like
every
he's
universe
Mindy.
is home to a Captain Peggy Carter, the super soldier, the hero of World War II, a woman quite literally ahead of her time. Peggy, though, she thought her story was over. But it was only just beginning.
On your left.
Hey, lovely. Need a lift?
You know you could join me one of
Winter
these
Soldier
mornings.
era.
Running in circles has never been my style. Besides, Fury has a mission for us.
Peggy, you
Stealth
might want
suit.
to brace yourself.
I can promise you, Nat, this won't be the strangest thing I've dealt with
You
today.
should have worn your costume.
Famous last words.
Love this. I just love the
I
silver.
love the silver.
The Hydra Stomper?
And there's someone inside.
Steve.
Red eye's not good.
Red eye's not good.
Bag. Not Steve. More like RoboCop.
What?
You haven't seen that?
Haven't seen it yet.
Rent it. Solid movie.
I love the difference in their agility.
Yes.
Both very capable, but both completely different in how they move.
Well, again, the Natasha dancer,
Yeah,
And
more,
then-
very fluid.
and then the soldier of Peggy.
Oh. There it is, Steve. Bearded Steve.
Steve.
It's the exact same as Steve and Bucky and Steve and Peggy, just as soon as they see each other, the softness.
Peg,
Whoa.
you gotta go.
You told me Steve died
He did.
on a mission in Argentina
He did.
in 1953.
He did.
After the war, Rogers and Barnes formed their own two-man army and destroyed every Hydra base on Earth until the last mission claimed Steve's life. There's been rumors about the Hydra Stomper's survival since the 1960s.
The 1960s? Why wasn't I debriefed on this?
Because we didn't debrief you on Bigfoot either.
Wait, what?
Look, Carter, if the stories are true, then the Hydra Stomper is responsible for some of the world's worst acts of terror, which cost the lives of dozens of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, including friends of mine.
Steve would never do that.
He would if the Red Room was in control.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
It was rumored that her old home found and housed the Hydra Stomper.
You knew about this and you didn't tell me?
Didn't see the point in breaking your heart twice.
Oh.
We have a lead on his next mission.
Good. I'll lead a strike team. Have a full medical crew on
personal
standby
for
for
you, Peg.
Rogers. We don't know how long he's been in that suit.
It might be better for you to sit this fight out.
I'm Peggy Carter, and we're talking about Steve Rogers.
Peg, the Steve Rogers that you loved died in 1953. That thing, it's not human.
Bucky, if you'll permit me. Surely you understand that the Sokovian aid package
Ah.
is generous, considering
Considering it doesn't cover hospitals, schools, or new roads, Fix it. I won't have a country torn apart by civil war.
Bucky's aged well.
Do the right thing.
Mr. Secretary, we need to move you to a secure location.
What's going on?
Sir, we believe there might be an attempt on your life.
I may be an old man, boys, but I've punched Nazis and shared beers with aliens. I can handle myself.
I'm a badass.
Get down! Get down!
Look at that glass is bulletproof.
Nope.
Not it's Peggy proof. Go on, do a charge. It's like a bloody War Machine armor. It's ridiculously powered.
Who's in the suit?
Bucky, it's Steve.
Steve.
Steve's in the suit. Alive.
Well, that's a different kettle of cod.
What's powering it?
Something Howard cooked up after the war. Probably a mix of plutonium and pomade.
Well, good. That means I can break it.
I can.
Or it can explode.
Oh. Nice.
Nice. Oh, shield workers. There's no alarm going off.
I like how it has linked personally for Natasha and Peggy for different reasons.
Damn.
And Peggy's unwavering faith in in Steve's humanity.
Well, it's the same as Steve's faith in Bucky's humanity.
Come on! Damn it!
Get down!
Get down!
Sir, I'm locked in on the target.
Nah.
What? Secretary!
Oh, no.
Down! Please get down, sir!
No. Steve would be stupid enough to do the same for me. Steve, hey.
Sir, I don't have a clean shot. Secretary Barnes is in my line of fire.
Stand down!
Come on, man. It's me. It's Bucky. Remember me? This ain't you. Let's get a drink, like the old days. What do you say, buddy? You and me.
No.
No. Oh.
Moment's hesitation. That's good. That's good.
Clear out, Carter! Move!
No, he is mine.
Look, if that shield's not doing anything, Rumlow, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn. The shield ain't. Yeah.
Just
Nice hit.
good hit. Free fall.
Steve.
Does she have a parachute?
Nope.
No, she doesn't.
Hey, Peg, I got you.
Widow.
Bring him in. Ground's coming pretty fast.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's crazy.
Peg?
Coming in hot.
Thank you.
What can I say, Peg? I'm a sucker for a good love story. Welcome to St. Kilda, Scotland.
Never heard of it.
Exactly. Neither has S.H.I.E.L.D. We'll be safe here.
Completely off the books.
Not only is this thing preserving his good looks, it's the only thing keeping him alive.
You can't remove it?
Not unless you want to put him straight into a coffin.
So it's like Tony with his arc reactor.
With each activation, the odds of Steve's survival plummets. No wonder the Red Room deployed him sparingly.
No fun playing Russian roulette with biotech, huh?
Also shows they're willing to just utilize him regardless of whether his life survives.
We need help.
No, we don't have time for Banner and Stark to play mad scientist. After today, every government on the planet is hunting Steve. Best case scenario, he winds up stuck in some prison frozen in carbonite.
Frozen in carbonite? Wow, so that's how you spend your Saturday nights.
We'll go to the Red
Tis a wonderful way.
I've never been a woman to quit a fight. The Red Room did this. If there's a cure, it'll be there.
You know, I always wondered how you got all those GI boys to follow a woman into war. Question answered.
Are you with me or not?
I totally get it now. Totally get it.
Are you certain you killed him?
I mean, I stabbed him in the carotid artery with a corkscrew, so yeah, I think I did.
You should write a memoir.
Or like a how-to manual. The Red Room survived because its location is secret.
I can take you.
Steve.
Peggy,
Giant
that's
mechanized
Yeah.
robot just quietly getting up.
It's been a while, Peggy. I owe you that date.
Steve.
Oh, the soft blue eyes. Don't let your guard down, Nat.
A Sokovian military base. Until the 90s, it was a training camp for KGB spies.
The KGB built it to look like an American town straight out of a John Mellencamp song. He's a rock and roll
The
musician.
Cougar.
I know. Barton introduced me to Dad Rock.
Oh, it's so creepy.
We're in the perfect town.
You smell that air? That's the
Oh god, they're gonna come alive, aren't they?
Ah.
I love America.
I feel like I'm in a horror movie.
Yeah.
And we once fought a giant space squid.
I signaled the Red Room. Told them I had mechanical issues and to send a transport. We have a little time.
That's a first.
I'm concerned how he reactivated.
Yeah.
When I was awake, the suit was in control. It was like watching the world through fogged glass. So, what do you think of the future?
In a word, faster. Cars, computers, even the news moves fast.
And, the dancing?
Still slow.
Oh, it's a baby.
You could have had that. A wife, kids, the whole white picket fence life. Barnes did.
Good for him. I didn't see much point, unless it was with you. I spent years going after Hydra. As long as I was on a mission, I could pretend you weren't gone.
This is so nice, but
crazy.
it's just
I
I
don't
feel like
trust
it's
it,
no.
Very human.
And having their music
But-
behind as well.
You're here now.
Finally.
Peggy!
Widow bites.
Ah! Ah!
You've got to be kidding me.
Who wants apple pie?
That's creepy as hell. I mean, Peggy would just completely decimate all those.
Yep. Not the baby!
Yes, the baby. Yes, the baby. Kick the baby. The detached jaw. I just love how much we're getting to see Peggy kick ass.
Yep.
These robots aren't very nice.
Sorry, my memory's a little fuzzy.
So much Iron Man and Cap dynamic there.
Oh no.
Steve, no!
Oh! Peggy's just working through it. That's a lot of widow's bites.
Yeah. Oh, that's freaking creepy!
So wheel away. There's the red room.
It's Red Room.
Home sweet home. I think I can see my bedroom from here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Natasha. But we turned your bedroom into a gym.
Melina.
So Melina's still bad in this.
Report, soldier.
Oh.
Mission accomplished, ma'am.
What did he mean by mission accomplished? Barnes is still alive.
Oh, Natasha. So you believe you rebooted him?
Yep.
That is strange. You never struck me as a child foolish enough to buy into fantasy.
All right, you can say I told you so.
Later. I don't want to fight in front of my mom.
Mum?
Ish.
Let's
Adoptive
unpack that
mum.
later, shall we?
You are Captain Margaret Carter, the epitome of womanhood and
The
science.
super soldier serum's
I
in
don't
your
know
blood.
whether to kiss you, kill you, or dissect you.
Well, let me guess, maybe all three.
All of them.
Yes, good plan. All my widows have seen your movie.
There was a movie?
It was a musical.
Carter, the musical.
Surrender and come willingly, or
I love how they're all in the femme fatale
Yeah.
spy pose in the back. Dramatic reveal.
Oh wow.
Hey, sisters. How you girls doing? Okay.
Okay. The cross arm, which yeah.
Steve, this isn't you. You're Steve Rogers.
Gotta break through the brainwashing.
Yeah.
It's just so ridiculously powerful. Good catch. Or grab.
Nice. Cool.
Wake up.
Loving some of the camera work. Like just the animation, the perspectives. Nice! Oh,
I love their teamwork.
yeah. and the sheer faith that she was going to make that as well.
A few moments later.
The sun rose literally at the worst possible time.
It's me, Steve.
Creepy.
It's Peggy.
Nice in the background.
You owe me a date.
Love how everything feels echoed. The lighting. The sun. Yes.
Nice.
Go, Natasha.
Love it.
That just reminded me of Norman Osborn getting the shield to the face in Siege. Whoa! Oh! The Stomper's just ridiculous.
Straighten your back. Good. Harder. Hit her harder. Anissa, aim for her left knee. She damaged it in bicycle accident in 3rd grade.
Oh, ow!
Yes, good work.
Using it as a training exercise. Nice. Only took a couple to take all them down.
Only took one.
She feels hopeless, but she's not giving up hope. Oh! Spartan kick to the face.
This isn't us! I am done fighting, Steve. I've been fighting for so long to end the war, to forget what I lost. I'm tired.
You were a very successful killing machine. But then you became an Avenger.
You betrayed
Sorry
me.
to disappoint you. Steve, I want to be with you. Even if this is the end. I want you.
Aww.
No. No. Steve, I can't lose you again. Wait, Steve, no!
A look said it all. Self-sacrifice.
Oof.
Oh. Oh, you're hooked. Yep.
Ooh.
What a way to go out.
Yeah. Goodbye, Red Room.
Yep.
Ew. Run.
Yeah, get out from under there. She can't with a broken leg.
No. We need to run.
Of course we do.
Give her a piggyback. It'd be easier. A piggyback.
It is one of my favourite things about their dynamic is that Natasha can just be like, ugh,
Yeah.
no.
A happy ending.
There goes that town.
Again, this isn't the end of her story.
Ooh.
Does Stark know you're stealing his car?
I thought I'd go out. It's Friday night, after all.
Without saying goodbye?
Steve's out there somewhere. And I know you don't believe he can be saved, but I do.
Let's hit the road.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go dancing.
I see all. I observe all. I know. What the hell is this?
What the hell?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
I see all.
no.
I know all. That was a portal.
Scarlet Witch or Sorcerer Supreme?
That is she.
Ooh.
The one
Ooh.
who can save our queen.
Hello, Nick.
She will
Ooh.
save our world. Ugh. So much for taking a night off. Watch out! Watch out!
I like that she called out to the Watcher.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Like, she's very much aware of his presence. And the 1602 universe, by the looks of
Yay!
it. Yeah, there was, I know that's coming later in the season. They did the episode list and, yeah, I didn't expect Peggy to be in,
No.
to be in that. But yeah, Neil Gaiman's 1602. Yes.
Yes.
A great twist on the Winter Soldier,
The Winter Soldier story arc,
and the Black Widow movie. But just seeing the different roles of the characters that all have that tie to Steve and how they all responded to the news of him being alive and how none of them gave up any hope.
Yeah.
And there was obviously the hard line, this is the mission, he's gone, he's dead, he's lost, you can't save him. Peggy never gave up, and that optimism and belief in their connection, their love, and Steve's humanity, Peggy's compassion, that went on to Natasha. And you saw her start to believe that he can be saved as well and do things.
You see, especially in their friendship, how they influence each other so much.
Yeah.
And it's such a good team up. I love those two together so much.
Yep.
It's just so cool.
I thought the banter between Peggy and Natasha was great. And it was very reminiscent of Steve and Natasha. But I think it had a different perspective being two women. Yeah. Being able to have that banter. And it allowed for a lot more fun.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun with it, especially when it's I can see how you rallied all those men to follow you into battle.
Good line.
Big muscle mummy, of course.
Yeah.
But no, that was the animation is absolutely phenomenal. Whether it be the lighting effects, the action sequences, the flow of every character just feels so unique. Their movement, the dynamics, the intensity, the way Peggy moves mixed with the effects that they utilize whenever she's hitting anything, the Hydra Stomper's weapons and everything just is so suited. It works so well, and that scene on the ship at the start where you see Peggy and Natasha running through together, but just the subtle differences in their movement. Peggy's she's got much more size and weight behind her movements, and it's more not lumbering, but
it's
heavy. Yeah,
because you've got the muscle mummy, as
strong
you said,
movements, strong
movements of Carter, and then those widow movements that we know Natasha has, and seeing them play off each other really nicely.
Yeah.
But that was fantastic. I love Captain Carter so much because it brings such a different twist to the Captain America kind of lore, where it is still very much the same in that core principle, but Peggy is extremely headstrong, sometimes more so than I think whatever Steve is, where she's just like, no, I'm right. And I love that.
I love how the different roles, like Bucky being being the head of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
And just when he stood up, because if Hydra Stomper Steve didn't get him, I was expecting Crossbones to. I was expecting a scene of betrayal with Crossbones or something. But having that moment where he knows he's being targeted, he knows he's being the Hydra Stomper's there.
Yeah.
And just standing up and still having that faith and belief in Steve, and Steve Rogers wouldn't do this. Steve would do the right thing.
Yeah. It's still that nice relationship that they still have.
And those slight little breakthroughs, but that moment, was that a moment of hesitation, or was that a bluff to kind of lower the defenses and nah. But it very well could have been a bluff. It very well could have been a momentary lapse of the control that the Red Room had. You also had the relationship and the dynamic between Natasha and her adoptive mum, who seemingly is in charge of the Red Room.
Head of the Red Room.
Yeah, instead of trying to take it down from Dreykov, seems like she's in charge. But that scene where all the other widows are fighting and she's giving all the information on you need to improve your stance here to the different widows.
Straighten your back.
She had her knee surgically repaired a couple of years ago. Target that, and then boom, the hack shot to the knee. I really enjoyed a lot of this.
But then that subtle change of one widow's bite taking down all those widows.
Yeah, and Natasha just
getting covered in them and going like, still powering through it.
Yeah.
Love it.
but seeing Peggy's resolve with those widow's bites, seeing her resolve and her determination and grit in the face of every challenge she was thrown, it essentially was a mix of Iron Man, Ironmonger, and War Machine in that Hydra Stomper. She's holding her own against it, and at times I think she's holding back at times because she doesn't want to hurt Steve.
Doesn't want to hurt Steve.
She wants to save Steve, and that the little bits of information of when it's very much a Frankenstein's monster on the table.
Oh, definitely much in that lighthouse. I got Frankenstein monster vibes. And
the moments of he was reactivated and then suddenly he's reactivated. Obviously it was a trap to begin with, but great way to manipulate it to let the guard down. And how much of it was Steve, how much of it was
Steve, how much of it was
the programming.
True.
Yeah.
Is it just he has no control in the suit? What was it? What is the truth? It's interesting. Yeah.
And I love that for so long. You had that first scene where it's the realization that it's Steve when he's flying past on the ship with his epic beard. We love an epic beard around here. But every other time, faceplate down, just the cold red eyes, no shifting head movements, speaking to a monster.
Very much so when Bucky constantly has the mask on. You know, when the mask is on, you are not dealing with Bucky, you are dealing with the Winter Soldier.
When the mask is on, you're stuffed.
Exactly. So definitely when that face shield is down, there's no way of breaking through that.
And it's so different to Tony. Tony, you can tell he's having banter because he's kind of...
It's always moving. It's always twitching.
Like, even when he's looking, it's in a position that it's not a threatening coldness. Whereas the way Steve is standing, it's very upright, just staring, arm up generally, or a weapon out.
Very robotic.
Yeah.
Human robotic almost, but there's no fluidity to it.
No, and it is... it's a tale of two stories with the Hydra Stomper. You've got the outer shell, the monster, the inner shell, which is the humanity. And the fact that most of the time when people were communicating, it was that they were talking to the monster. Sometimes it got through to Steve, potentially. I'm going to assume that little momentary lapse was that's Steve coming through. Let's work on that assumption. When Steve had the face played up, and as soon as... It was interesting, in the lighting in the lighthouse, the emphasis on his blue eyes, they stood out. His face was cold and pale. His eyes stood out with the little red...
the bags.
The bags under his... Yeah. Not a healthy Steve. But that was the first time we're seeing the humanity, and it does question how much was it the programming, how much were those moments on that balcony legitimate at times. Like, obviously the end goal was this was all manipulated by Melina to get to that point, but
how much was programming?
Did any of it get through? But the subtle touch of having their dance music over the top,
that almost brought me to tears.
Yeah, that was
sweet.
That was great, but it also added that extra layer of fear and suspense.
The want for it to be real and the fear that it's not.
Yeah, that it's not. And then again, there's been a lot of dynamics into kind of horror tropes in this through the various episodes. Those freaking towns.
Those towns are so creepy.
They are.
And then those robots were so creepy too.
Hi, we've got an apple pie on the balcony. Yeah.
I love America.
Yeah.
Just so...
Is that a baby? Yeah, it's just so ludicrous. And it adds to the creepiness. And there was that one moment when the smoke came down and the one of the widows is at the clothesline. And it looks like the outline of Natasha, and it goes away, and it's that creepy creepy doll. But yeah, it's that was great. Just tying in what is still my favorite Marvel film in The Winter Soldier, having those subtle changes with familiar moments, like when they're fighting through SHIELD headquarters, Peggy having a hard landing on the ground, and it's
definitely retweaking those key moments that we know so well is so interesting to see, and especially the what ifs, to see that some things will always happen. You will always have these hard landings.
I would have killed for an elevator fight. I would have killed for an elevator fight, but getting a massive tower down the middle of the stairwell drop fight was good as well. But no, Hayley Atwell, I love her as an actress. She's excellent, very lovely person as well.
Yeah.
Met her. Yeah, we met her.
Yeah, met her at a Comic-Con.
Yeah, you had more of a chat with her than I did. No, she was she's lovely. Lake Bell, I think, as Natasha is excellent. Doesn't get enough credit. Every voice role she does, I love Lake Bell. Her Poison Ivy in the Harley Quinn animated series is excellent. Her Natasha, also good. It has a familiarity that sounds very similar to Scarlett Johansson, but it is. She's making it her own.
It's making it her own. Especially, it's hard with such an iconic characters that we know and we love and we care about, to see them still being represented, but still getting those little differences that the actors can still explore is really good.
And never get tired of hearing Samuel L. Jackson.
Never get tired.
Never get tired. Never get tired.
So her story doesn't end. It continues on.
Into the Renaissance era 1602 world. Ooh. And I like that the last 2 episodes have followed on from the finale. And I wonder if we'll see that version of Tony and Gamora later on. If this is now, it seems like we're really into the nitty gritty of season 2, and they may be this episode they are building to something down the line.
Yeah, the story arc is starting to form.
Yeah, which is something we were questioning if they were going to have a long form story arc in the first episode. So that's good to see. Very excited. But Renaissance era Nick Fury with a nice a mustachioed Nick Fury, and epic looking Wanda. Yeah. Very. Very cool. Tell us your thoughts on episode 5 in the comments. I'm Trent.
I'm Julia.
And as always, keep it nerdy.